Hey guys, welcome back everybody. Hope you all are doing great. Guys, today in this video we are going to see side-to-side IPsec configuration between Cisco ASA Firewall and Cisco router. And this is my scenario. As you can see in my scenario, there are two sides, side 1 and side 2. In side 1, my edge device is ASA Firewall, and in side 2, my edge device is Cisco router R1. And here we are going to create VPN, IPsec VPN between firewall and R1 router. We are not going to discuss the theory part of IPsec because we have already covered the all theory of IPsec in previous videos. If you have not watched those videos, then first watch the theory videos of IPsec, then IPsec configuration between two routers, between two Palo Alto firewall, IPsec configuration between Palo Alto firewall and router, right? We have also covered this topic in previous video. And today we are going to see the IPsec configuration between ASA firewall and Cisco router. Okay, so I am expecting that you have already watched the previous IPsec videos, means you know the IPsec implementation, about the phase 1 configuration, about the phase 2 configuration, again in phase 1 IK version 1 configuration and IK version 2 configuration. I'm expecting you also know the difference between IK version 1 and version 2, and you are familiar with IPsec messages and how IPsec works between two routers. Okay, now guys, without wasting our time, let's begin. First of all, here see, between ASA firewall and router I have the internet router, and on the internet router I have only configured the IP address. Let me verify the IP address to you. Let me show you the IP configuration here on the internet router. So IP interface brief, exclude unassigned, and you can see IP on fast Ethernet 0/0 is 1.1.1.2, and IP address on fast Ethernet 1/0 is 2.2.2.2. So here my public subnet between ASA firewall and internet is 1.1.1.0/30, and my public subnet between internet and router 1, or you can say between internet and edge device of site 2 is 2.2.2.0/30. And I'm going to configure the ASA firewall and router from the scratch. Let me access the Palo Alto firewall. Here I have access of my Palo Alto firewall. Let me take you to configure terminal mode, and here interface G0/0. Let me say no shutdown, and name if is going to be outside. This interface is outside. It will automatically set the security level 0. By the way, you can also configure security level 0 here, and after that IP address 1.1.1.1 255.255.255.252. and on the LAN interface, let me configure the IP interface G0/1. Here name if is going to be inside, and security zone is going to be, guys, so security level is going to be 100. Security level on outside interface is 0, which is the by default security level on outside interface is also 0, and on inside interface it is going to be 100. And then say no shutdown, and IP address will be 192.168.1.1, let's say 255.255.255.0 IP address. And then we need to configure one default route towards internet, so say route, and I'm going to configure a static route on outside interface, so route outside 0.0.0.0.0.0, and next of IP address 1.1.1.2. Done. This is the basic IP configuration on ASA firewall. Let me access R1 router now. R1 router, and on R1 go to config terminal, and then interface F0/0, say no shut, and IP address 2.2.2.1 255.255.255.252. then interface F1/0, say no shut, and IP address is going to be 192.168.2.1 here 2.1. You can see the LAN subnet both side, in the both side 255.255.255.0 exit. And here I am saying duplex full because I am getting duplex mismatch error here. And let me add the default route IP route 0.0.0 exit interface F0/0, and next of IP 2.2.2.2. and now if I am going to ping the public IP address of ASA firewall, it should work. Ping should work. Ping 1.1.1.1, and here you can see ping is working. That means there is public reachability, guys. No issue. public reachability is there. And from ASA Firewall also you can ping the public IP address of R1. From here, if I am going to say ping 2.2.2.1, then you can see ping is again working. And here on the switch, for the LAN user, what I can do, I can create one SVI, or I can configure the IP address on E0/0 interface. Let's do one thing. First of all, on the multi-layer switch, I am going to disable the routing, say no IP routing, because I am using this device as a LAN device, right? LAN user, no IP routing. And then IP default gateway IP address is 192.168.1.1. and then go to interface E0/0. Let me say no switch port to make it layer 3 port, and then IP address 192.168.1.10 for an example, 255.255.255.0. Very good. Now let me ping the gateway, ping 192.168.1.1, and you can see ping is working. Ping is working. Let me change the host name of this device. Host name, let's say user1, user1. Okay, and let me save the configuration here, and then go to switch number 2. Let's do same configuration on this switch as well, on the LAN device. Or you can also connect end user to the switch. Interface E0/0, say no switch port, and IP address 192.168.2.10 255.255.255.0. exit, no IP routing, no IP routing, and IP default gateway is going to be 192.168.2.1. and let me ping the gateway here. Here I can say user2, host name user2, and I can ping the gateway, ping 192.168.2.1, and ping should work. Yeah, ping is working. But guys, can these two LAN devices communicate with each other? From switch 1, can I ping to switch 2? Answer is no, because these are the private subnet, right? 2.10. You can see ping is not working. These are the private subnet, and by default, you know, two private side cannot communicate over public network. We have to create VPN here. Okay, so now let's configure the IPsec VPN here for reachability, for making reachability between these two private sites, our public network. Okay, so guys, here are my configuration, step-by-step configuration of IPsec. I am going to configure IPsec in few steps. Like you can see on ASA Firewall, in step 1, I am going to create ACL to define the interesting traffic. Interesting traffic means like encryption domain, which traffic you want to encrypt, right, over the IPsec. So we are going to get IPsec to encrypt the traffic from this source to this destination, 192.168.1.0 to 192.168.2.0, right? So what I am saying, access list, and this is the name of my access list, VPN ACL extended permit, and source is 192.168.1.0, submit mask, then destination 192.168.2.0. so whenever any user will generate traffic from this subnet for this subnet, for this destination, from this source to this destination, my Palo Alto Firewall will perform encryption, and it will forward the traffic from the VPN, from the IPsec VPN. Okay, so this is about the interesting traffic, defining the interesting traffic. After that, here you can see in step 2, we are going to configure IKE version 1 policy, right? IKE version 1 policy means phase 1, IPsec phase 1 configuration. In phase 1, we are defining IKE. Here I am going to configure IKE version 1. You can also configure IKE version 2. You know, IKE version 2 is routing scalable, right? We can configure the routing protocol as well over the VPN. But here in IKE version 1, we cannot configure the routing protocol. Otherwise, the other option is GRE over IPsec. You can configure GRE, IPsec over GRE. First GRE, and then you can secure your GRE through IPsec. Okay, so you can see the IKE version 1 configuration. In IKE version 1, guys, just we are defining the encryption, hashing, right, authentication, group, and lifetime. So these are the commands which we need to execute on ASA Firewall, right? So first of all, you can see we are going to create one IKE version 1 policy number 10, and we are defining the encryption algorithm is going to be AES, hashing algorithm is going to be SHA, authentication is going to be pre-shared. We will define the pre-shared key, group number is 2, and lifetime is this one. Let me copy the command and just wait. Before pasting the command on ASA Firewall, let me show you the complete configuration. After that, you can see in the next step, in step 3, in step 1 we are going to define the interesting traffic. In step 2 we are going to configure IKE version 1, means IPsec phase 1. And after that, in the next step, in step 3 we are going to define the pre-share key. Pre-share key is going to be my Cisco 123. On both sides we will configure same pre-share key. Then in next step, in step 4 we are going to configure IPsec phase 2. In phase 2 we are defining the transform set and crypto map, right? So we'll configure the transform set and crypto map. So that's why here you can see my commands are in step 3. And this is the command tunnel group, and the peer IP address, this is name, peer IP address, type IPsec L2L. Done. Then IPsec attribute and pre-share key Cisco 1234 IKE version 1. After that, in phase 2 we will define the transform set and will create the crypto map. So command is crypto map, crypto IPsec IKE version 1 transform set, and after that name of your transform set, right? And then what encryption hashing algorithm you are going to use. After that, what I am saying, create one crypto map with name VPN underscore map number 10 and match IP address from this access list VPN underscore ACL, which we had created earlier. And after that, crypto map, same map, set peer 2.2.2.1. This is the peer IP address of ASA Firewall, like the public IP address of R1. After that, crypto map, again name of my crypto map number, and then set IKE version 1 transform set VPN underscore transform set TS. Then crypto map, VPN underscore map, and interface G0/0. This should be, I think, outside interface, right? It should be outside. Here we have to define the name if, not G0/0. And then in next step you can see we are going to enable IKE version 1 on outside interface. So command is this one, crypto IKE version 1 enable. Again here it will be outside, not G0/0. We'll correct it. And after that, you can see we have configuration of IPsec on Cisco router, and you already know about the IPsec configuration on router, Cisco router. Let me copy the ACL command first, copy, and let me paste it on ASA Firewall. Here is my ASA, and go to configure terminal and let me paste the command. Done. You can see we have created the ACL. You can verify the ACL as well. After that, let's define the IKE version 1 parameters. Let me copy these all commands: encryption, hashing, authentication, group, and lifetime. Copy and let me paste it over here on ASA Firewall. What happened here? We are not able to run this command. Okay, I have not copied the commands correctly. Let me copy again and let me paste it now. Now you can see all the commands are accepted, right? So we are done with IKE version 1 policy configuration. Let me define the pre-shared key here, copy, and let me paste these commands on ASA Firewall. Paste, and again you can see all the commands are accepted. All the commands are accepted. That means all the commands are correct. And now let me configure the transform set and crypto map. Let me copy these all commands and let me paste it over here on ASA Firewall. Guys, I will put these commands in the description as well so that you can also practice. And you can see last command is incorrect, right? So here instead of G0/0 I have to say interface outside, right? Let me correct here as well in the notepad, because I had written all the command here outside. Okay, so now you can see again all the commands are accepted. We are done with the transform set and crypto map configuration. Now let me apply the IKE version 1 on outside interface. So here instead of G0/0 I am going to say outside again, outside, and let me copy the command and let me paste it over here on ASA Firewall. Now we are done with the IPsec configuration on ASA Firewall, guys. We are done with IPsec configuration on ASA Firewall. Now if you will verify, so crypto IKE version 1 SA. So you can see there is nothing. There are no IKE version 1 SA, or so crypto crypto IPsec assay. Again you can see there are no IPsec assays. Now let me configure R1. Again on R1, first of all I am going to define the ACL. For I am going to create the ACL to define the interesting traffic. R1 config t and host name R1, and let me paste the command, ACL command. Done. Now let me again define the all parameters of IKE version 1. Copy the commands and let me paste it over here. You can see again all the commands are accepted, and you can see group number, lifetime, encryption, hashing, authentication, all these algorithms are matching. I have configured the same. After that, again here we will configure the pre-shared key in the next step. So let me copy this command. There is big difference in the configuration on ASA firewall and Cisco router. Done. And now let me create phase 2. Let me configure the transform set here first. Transform set, copy, paste the command, and transform set is done. Now let me create the crypto map. Here is my crypto map configuration. Copy the command, crypto map VPN underscore map 10 and IPsec ISA-camp, then set peer 1.1.1 IP address of ASA firewall, set transform set VPN underscore transform set TS, and then match IP address from XSS number 10. Here I have created ACL number 10, sorry 100. You can see ACL number is 100 over here. Okay, so copy these commands and let me paste it over here, and then let's apply the crypto map on interface. To apply it on the interface F0/0, here is my command. Let me copy and let's paste it over here. Done. We are done with the IPsec configuration. Now you can see ISA-camp is on, but guys, so crypto ISA-camp assay. Here you can see the security association is not there, right? There is nothing. Or so IPsec, so crypto IPsec assay. Again you can see we are not able to see anything here because user is not generating the traffic. But now if user will generate the traffic, then ASA firewall and router 1 will establish the VPN, and we will start encrypting the traffic. So let's do one thing. Earlier ping was not working from here, from the user 1. Let me now ping user 2 from user 1. Ping 192.168.2.1 2.1, and now you can see ping is working. Success rate is 100% now. And now on the router, if you are going to verify the security association, so crypto ISA-camp assay, and now you can see we have guys tunnel here, and here you can see the state idle, status is active between 1.1.1, source 1.1.1 and destination 2.2.2.1. okay, exactly like this we can also verify the crypto IPsec assay, and here you can see the status is also active over here for the phase 2. So my phase 1 and phase 2 both are up between ASA firewall and Cisco router. IPsec is working fine on the ASA firewall also. You can verify now. So crypto IPsec, and here you can see the output. Very good. And you can see the status also. Great. And you can also verify the IKE version 1 assay now, and you can see IKE version 1 assay is also up. So everything is working fine. This was the configuration of IPsec VPN, side to side IPsec VPN between ASA firewall and Cisco router. Now guys, if you have any question, concern, please let me know. Definitely I will make one more video on it. Or if you need video of IPsec, let's say between Palo Alto firewall and Fortinet firewall, or between Palo Alto firewall and ASA firewall, or between Palo Alto firewall and Cisco router, or between any two devices, right, then also you can let me know in the comment section. Guys, the last request is, if the video was helpful for you, if you have learned something from this video, then please hit on like button, because your like is going to motivate me to make more videos, to work hard, right? So please share your feedback in the comment section if the content on this platform at PM Networking is helping you to improve your technical skill. Please share your positive feedback in the comment section, or just type yes in the comment section. If you will type yes in the comment section, I will get to know that these types of videos are helping you to improve your technical skill, and it will motivate me to make more videos, to work hard to create the more technical contents. So make sure you will share your feedback. If you have any negative feedback, no worry, share your feedback, because sharing your feedback is very important, so that I can also improve my teaching skills, or maybe sometime technical skills, right? So it is only possible if you are going to share the feedback. Okay, so guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and now I will be keep checking your comment section. If you will type yes in the comment section, I will take it as a positive feedback, and hit on like button. If you are new on the channel, then subscribe this channel if you need notification, so that whenever I will upload any video, you will get notification. Thank you so much guys for watching. We'll meet soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye. That's all for today.